Hello and welcome to the Hatha Vinyasa flow. Today focused on openness, on curiosity and on freedom in our emotions and most of all in our capacity to love all that we are. So let's get ready onto the mat. My name is Anne. Today I'm going to guide you through a flow that leads up to the King Pigeon pose, our mermaid pigeon, and you will use probably one block. If you don't have it, no issues at all. I will get started today in Sukhasana, cross-legged position. In your case, you'll be facing the front. I'll be facing this direction just to start for you to see it more easily. And so let's get started, let's get ready. And finding ourselves in a cross-legged position, finding the leg in front that we don't automatically choose. Take a few moments just to settle, so possibly bring the hands on the knees, up or down. Some of us like to practice mudra as well. This is often done in the Vinyasa tradition. It's the thumb and index finger together to connect the individual awareness with the universal awareness, the individual soul with the Supreme Soul, how they say. So just to be attuned to a higher awareness beyond the aversions, the attachments, and the struggles of the mind. Seated here, we start to connect with the breath. And you try to take a moment to truly anchor yourself into the present moment. The key foundations of the Vinyasa practice are three things. The drishti, where we gaze, where we focus the eyes and focus the mind. The breath moving up and down to stabilize the mind. To breathe in into a same rhythm as we breathe out. And then thirdly, we can add in to the bandhas, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha and Jalanda Bandha. The root log, the activation of the space between sitting bones and pubis, and the navel moving up to the diaphragm every time we exhale. Take 3 deep in and exhalations, possibly joining the hands in front of the heart center. Calling in all the energy into your heart, full expansive breath. And exhale, hands down, navel to spine, and then just taking a few rolls with the pelvis, so moving our navel around the sitting bones, around the tailbone, as you let the breath lead you. So on an inhalation, move forward, exhalation, round, and go around and try to find a smooth and continuous breathing rhythm. Clearing space in our mind, in our bodies. And then find yourself into the center. And if you're sitting on something for support, go and sit off. We're going to grab onto our right leg in a cradle position. So you're going to hold the leg maybe below or around, and you can shake a bit. It's helpful to create dorsal flexion in the foot, to press the little toe edge into the arm and really ensure that you maintain this healthy angle in the leg. So don't pull too hard on the knee. Really ensure the rotation comes from the hip. So we're sitting up nice and tall. We're moving, maybe more like circles, or just sitting still. Breathe. 1, 2, and then on an exhalation, relax and just switch sides. So you can sit still or rock. And even though in the Hatha Vinyasa practice we guide the breath and we will count it sometimes as well. Make sure that the consistent rhythm is your primary focus. So if you are in a slower pace or a quicker pace, just make sure that you are aware and you prioritize the breath in the first place. Take 3 more. Breathing to the fullest. And then we release. Then we will bring the right arm up. Sit into the middle. And now place the right hand between the shoulder blades. We'll turn around so you can more easily see. And you grab on with the left hand to the right elbow. And you just press the head back and take a few breaths here. Gomukhasana preparation. Now watch carefully to not, you're trying to lengthen through the spine. So we are not collapsing, we are reaching up, settling into the ground and reaching up to the crown. Inhale fully. And then exhale, release. And relax the arms for a moment as you might just roll the shoulders up. Inhale and exhale, bring them down. Then same on the other side, left arm comes up, left hand between the shoulder blades and press the base of the skull back. Navel moves in and up every time you exhale. As you try to lengthen from the base of the spine up to the crown. Breathe in and breathe out. Then you will release, placing the hands down to the floor and coming to all fours position, hands and knees. Now inhale, lift the chest, arch the spine and draw the gaze to the nose. Tip. Exhale, round the spine and look into your navel. Continue in. Maybe exhale through the mouth. Feel what feels good for you and maybe invite some other movement. In order to release more tension in the body, sometimes can be nice to breathe out through the mouth. So if any point in the class you feel a lot of tension, you can always breathe out through the mouth. And now we come to center and we keep our hips stacked over the knees and we walk the hands out to the front and melt the chest down to the earth, chin or forehead to the floor. Breathing. 1. 2. And then on exhalation, relax the hips down to the heels. Take a brief child's pose. You can open the knees a bit, really melting the rib cage down between the thighs. Again, relax the forehead down and try to release any tension in the body as you allow this full commitment to the practice and to the now. Then spread the fingers wide, move the shoulders over the wrist and set up for your plank preparation. Lift the back of the skull a bit up as you inhale. And on exhalation, shift the shoulders a bit forward, navel to spine, and come and lay down, gazes down. Then untuck the toes, press through the abdomen, lower abdomen, and lift the chest. Release the hands. Take 3 breaths, where you try to lead with the heart, lifting on an in-breath. Deepest inhalation. Exhale, now place the hands firmly to the floor and start to slowly straighten the arms in Bhujangasana into the full cobra. There is awareness to the full spinal extension, so you might have to bend the arms a bit more to ensure length versus compression. Take a full deep inhalation. And exhale, release down and press yourself into your first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We bend the legs a slight bit if needed. And try again to find a full spinal awareness. Breathe in. Breathe out and be curious to feel how you want to move as you allow the breath to circulate around the heart. We're going to take a few more breaths, so maybe you roll a few times forward and back. Feel if you want to just do cat-cow. So the vinyasa movement means to place together and tie together in a specific order. So the most important thing is for you to always connect with the breath, but not as much if you do cat-cow, or maybe you join for the traditional vinyasa that we use in the Ashtanga Vinyasa tradition. So roll the shoulders over wrist. This is that one. We inhale to high plank. And now exhale with or without knees lower down as you gaze to the tip of the nose. Inhale, now come to upward facing dog. So you lift the hips from the earth, press through the palms, and take a deep inhalation to keep gazing through the nose. And exhale, press yourself back and come to downward facing dog. Gaze to knees or to navel. So throughout the class, if I say vinyasa, you can do the cat-cow or you can do that high to low plank sequence. Now come high onto the 10 toes, inhale and walk the first time your feet towards the hands. Lift the gaze up on an in-breath, half lift, look to the forehead. And exhale, drop the head fully down. Take 3 breaths in a full forward fold. See if you can drop the crown of the head. And relax the upper body a bit more on an out breath. Inhale. Exhale, press through the feet and rise up and come to standing. Bring the arms up. Take a few breaths. Take a moment to reconnect to your intention. Inhale, stretch the body, and exhale, bring the hands into the heart. And now move with that intention as if every breath is amplifying it. Inhale, bring the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold over the legs, standing forward fold. Now place the hands onto the shins. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, flow through a vinyasa. So this can be high to low plank or the cat-cow. Inhale, open chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg high and up. And open the right hip over the left. Squeeze the right heel to the glute. And try to move the right knee away from the right pinky. Taking 3 breaths here, you might make some big circles with the knee into the air. 2. And 3. Now move the right knee a bit higher up. Keep opening. And then from here, bring the right knee to the nose, to the right upper arm. And softly land the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Drop the left knee down. You might need some extra support underneath the left knee. And walk the right toes a bit out as you turn the chest to the right side. Now there's a few options to stay here, to come on the forearm, or maybe bend the back leg, squeeze the heel to the glute, and possibly grab on or engage more the glute. So you can make it an active engagement by pulling the left heel to the glute without grabbing. So you have the same engagement as if you're pulling, but you use only the strength. Take a full deep inhalation. Exhale, now place the right hand to the inside of the right foot, left hand underneath the left shoulder. Now open the chest fully as you inhale, lower the hips a bit more. Exhale, squat position, Malasana, left foot outside of the left hand. Now we stay here for a few breaths, possibly warming up the wrist a bit more. Or join the hands to the heart center. And if you'd like, you can press. You can put one hand down and press with your left hand to the inside of the left knee, or with the elbow, other side, or just Make more an airplane to open the shoulders. Feel where you are. But take 3 breaths to just flow freely and experiment. Deepest inhalation. Exhale, fold over the legs again. Heel toe the feet hip width and drop the head. Half lift. Inhale, gaze up to the forehead. Exhalation, vinyasa of choice. Lower down. Inhale, open chest, spinal extension. Exhale, press back and look to the navel. Now bring the left leg high up and open left hip over right. Squeeze the left heel to the glute and maybe make some circles with the left knee for 1. Use the breath first. The breath is leading the movement, not the mind. The breath. Open. And then from here, left knee to left upper arm. Slow landing. Right knee down. Maybe support the right knee more. And stay here or twist the upper body to the left. Again, you can make it an active engagement. Choose your option. And I sometimes like to self-adjust by placing one hand on the sacrum and gently push myself a bit down. Just also grounding through the hips and breathing into the back of my spine. Breathe 2. Exhale, left hand to the inside of the left foot. Turn the chest forward, right hand comes down and step back into Malasana, yogic squat. And now we can move here a bit. You can do the airplane arms again. If you did one side more, then do the other side. Just take 3 breaths to feel where can I move from here? Where can I go from here? What feels natural for me here? Inviting this freedom. Deeper trust in the body and a freedom to explore, expansion in the body. And take a long, deep lengthening in breath, elongate the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs, heel toe the feet hip width, our toes can touch. Half lift, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release fully down. And then press through the feet, stand up tall, and take again a few breaths to move organically. So the arms come up and you just stretch the body from side to side. You just take a moment to feel. And if you are not really into that, you don't really know what to do, just stretch the body and accept that, notice that, or find any organic expression, breathing into that chest. Breathe into that belly. Take another 3, 2, and exhale. Slowly release the arms. We are doing an internal rotation, so the thumbs come together. Clasp the hands on top that you wouldn't automatically choose. And now open the chest on an in-breath and fold over the legs on an out-breath. Take 3 deep breaths. Release the hands, half lift, gaze up. Exhale, vinyasa of choice. Feel where you are. Flow. And we meet in down dog. Now roll forward, come to high plank position. I'm just going to show you the wild thing movement. So put the left hand a bit to the front, bend the right leg, put the right toes behind and bring the right arm overhead. This is the wild thing. Take 3 breaths, and again, if you'd like, you can make it an active engagement, squeezing the right heel to the glute, and the more we engage the back body, the more we lengthen the front. And then switch side immediately to the other side, wild thing movement, left side.
1, you can look to the left hand. 2, peel the chest more open. 3, and exhale. High plank position here, inhale. And exhale, coming all the way to the floor. Untuck the toes. Place the hands underneath the shoulders and lift the chest again into cobra. Hold for a few breaths. Look down to the nose, and if you can, maybe bend the legs as well. Keep the lower belly, press down, shoulders down, and breathe into the front body as you engage the back line. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax fully down. Now lift the chest and release the hands. Again, internal rotation. Clasp the hands together. Now lift the chest and lift the legs. 1, 2. Lift everything from the navel point. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, lift the legs. Exhale, hands down as you scoop the body up and forward into Urdhva Mukha, up dog. Exhale, coming to downward facing dog. Nice. Okay. Let's find a little bit of balance and stability. Put your hands a little bit closer and lift your right leg up. Open right hip over left. Squeeze your right heel to the glute. If you feel like this is an easy balance for you, you can push into the right hand and the left foot, and you can slowly maybe release the left hand, going into the direction of that right foot. Yes. Breathing, finding steady breath. And then from here, bringing the left hand slowly down, bring the right knee to the nose and step the right foot in between the hands, left knee down. Rise up, maybe roll the shoulders back and down and join the hands to the heart. Either stay here or any other variation that opens the shoulders and chest. But again, remember to lift from the sternum and keep the Mula Bandha in check. So keep that abdomen lifted. You can also place the right hand between the shoulder blades and the left hand below to grab onto the opposite hands as you press the head back. Breathing, 1. Full breaths, 2. And 3. Inhale, release, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Press now to the hands. Curl the left toes under. And now try to go back to that three-legged dog, to where you came from. Open right hip over left. Look underneath the left armpit. See if you can see your toes. Stay here or flip it open to Wild Thing. Either you put the foot down or you keep it afloat, stretching the right fingers away from the right knee. Lift the heart. Come back. Right foot in between the hands. We're going to go to our warrior 2 position. Back foot flat into the mat. Right heel aligned with the arch of the left foot. And look over the right hand. 1. Find steadiness in the breath. And straighten the front leg. Walk your left foot a bit in. Bring the right arm overhead. Look to the right hand. And now place the right hand on the right lower leg. Left arm comes up. Stay here for 5 breaths. Uttita Trikonasana. Or possibly use the block. Left hand can come to the hip. Shifting the weight. Then we put the block on the long side. And we try to lift that left leg up. Ardha Chandrasana. And if you're very comfortable, again, you can squeeze the heel to the glute. Maybe grabbing onto the foot. And breathe. Then if you want to challenge yourself more, you can look up. But check in with yourself. Where is this coming from? Am I doing it because I think I have to? Or can I do it because I want to? I truly want to and I can. Breathe in. Then gently stepping back, soft landing, warrior 2 position. And then circle the hands down, vinyasa, building a bit more heat. You can always skip, find the breath. Let the breath lead the movement. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift the left leg up. Squeeze the left heel to the glute and stay here for a few breaths. Walk the hands maybe a bit closer, and those who can, find maybe the balance to reach with your right hand. First release it, then you can bring it next to the body, and then you can possibly grab onto the foot. Avoid hyperextension in that right knee, so maybe even micro bend it a bit, and make sure you stay with the breath. Breathing. And then we put the two hands slowly down, look down, and step the left foot in between the hands. Right knee comes down. We rise up slowly, roll the shoulders back, and find again your center, hands to heart. You can exhale through the mouth to release any tension. This is not about creating stress, about releasing, playing, and trusting where you are in the moment. Bring the left arm up if you want into the Gomukhasana arms. Maybe right hand over the back. Breathe. 1. Stay with the breath. And bring the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, press to the hands and push back. Three-legged dog, left hip opens. Look underneath the right armpit and maybe flipping it open to our wild thing. Floating or maybe even flipping. If you have a flipping practice, you can go to the full wheel. Any caution here? My general rule is if you cannot go out, you should not go in. So breathe, focus to the nose and come back with the same smoothness out of the position. Left foot comes in between the hands and we are in Warrior 2 position. Virabhadrasana B. Find your center in the breath, press through the 2 feet. And then straighten front leg, walk your right toes a bit in. Engage the outer glute, bring the left arm up. And then reach with the left hand to the left lower leg. Press the pelvis a bit forward. Right arm comes up, relax the toes and possibly look up. Breathe. If you want to go a bit further, you can shift the weight into that left foot and lift the right leg up. We are in Ardha Chandrasana. 1, 2. Keep breathing. Possibly bend that right leg. Avoid again hyperextension on the knee joint. You can grab it one hand onto the foot or even release a second hand into Chapasana. Feel where you are. Slow landing, Warrior 2 position, Virabhadrasana B. Then straighten the front leg, circle the hands down, and one more vinyasa. Inhale and exhale. Now come forward to high plank and again open to wild thing. Inhale. And now bring the right knee to the right upper arm, right shin in between the hands. And again try to engage dorsal flexion front foot, and the larger the angle, the more intense it will be. So the more your shin goes parallel to the front, the more intense it will be. You can support also your right buttocks on a block. Now stay here. Or place again the right hand between the shoulder blades and press the head back. You can again bend the left leg, like bend it, squeeze it, and have again that active squeeze. Maybe grabbing on with the left hand to the left foot and pull it close. And then you can maybe wrap it around in a mermaid shape, but the heart keeps facing forward. Or, if you are comfortable, you can flip the grip and go into a full King Pigeon, finding space into the abdomen, lifting the chest and breathing. 1, 2, and exhale, coming out. Come and sit onto the right buttocks. And now shift, swing that left leg to the front. Try to cross the legs on top of each other. Nice. Open chest here, inhale, and fold over the legs. So we do the cow face legs now, of which we did the arms a few times today. As you are here, focus on slow exhales. Try to relax your jaw and do not respond with tension. Now we are going to come up and you either just switch the leg, so you do the opposite leg on top, or you're going to make a turn. So then you turn to the right, you straighten the legs, you turn, and you come and sit other leg on top. Nice. If you cannot put the knee fully down, you can extend that lower leg, keep the knees on top of each other, or maybe even grab the feet and find yourself here nice in the middle. And we try to fold. Slow breaths, reminding yourself to stay present, honoring yourself for showing up for practice. And coming slowly out, and now try to swing the right leg to the back. Yes. Coming in that pigeon stretch, left knee in alignment with the left hip. Turn the right hip to the front. Yes, draw the navel in. Stay here. Or maybe pull that right heel to the buttocks. And coming to a mermaid position. Or just stay here. Breathing. Chest is open. You can also come into the same version. Breathe wherever you are. And then we're going to try to come out in the same way. So push to the hands, slide the right knee a bit back, come slowly out and come back to wild thing, left foot back, this time open. And then from here, hands down, come and lay down. Breathe in. And hands on top of each other and just wiggle the hips and let the energy move in the lower abdomen, in the shoulders, in the hips. Maybe wiggle the feet a bit. And give yourself some time to integrate the sensations that come with a deeper back bend practice. And we'll open a bit more into the shoulders, so stretch the left arm out. Roll over the left shoulder. It's very useful to put your block now underneath the left ear. Have a nice spinal alignment. Right arm goes back. Or the right foot you put them behind the left knee and open here more. Take in a few breaths. And I always like to, as I mentioned already, just put my hand somewhere on my body to self-soothe, self-support. To really honor our physical body and give it some love. And then switch to the other side. Breathing. And then roll onto your belly. Release the block if you had it and just come and lay down onto your back so you can just turn around easily and come here in a resting position for a moment. So drop the knees internally. Very important. We did a lot of external rotating of our hips, so now we drop the knees together. Put your hands again on your belly or your heart center. And now start to focus on slowing down the exhales as you draw in the gaze. You allow the attention to drop into the back of your heart, breathing. And then we just take a final few movements before we go to relaxation. You did a lot of heart opening, so you might even take your final rest onto your side, or just take a few moments to roll on the side, just on the right side, breathing in through the left nostril, stimulating the right side of the body, the more sensible, intuitive, lunar side. And then just roll onto your back and finish off with some spinal twists, dropping the knees from side to side. You can have the arms out to the side. And then you can bring the legs up for a moment, relaxing the heart. Keep the legs maybe a bit bent and really allow the whole back body to drop into the ground. And then when ready, hug yourself and give your body a small compliment, just thanking yourself. If you want to finish off with an inversion, such as the shoulder stand, you can. And otherwise, get ready to finish in our Savasana, in our final resting position. So put the feet out, hips wide, shoulders wide, and just prepare yourself to let fully go. So make sure the neck is free, shoulders are relaxed, and the arms are resting next to the body. Taking a few purifying breaths, inviting fresh, light energy. And as you exhale, just release all that's old, all that you can let go of. And then you just stay here for the coming minutes, just on your own. Taking a moment to just let go. We want to thank you for a beautiful practice and wishing you a beautiful continuation of the day ahead. Thank you so much.